And in fact, I'm so glad, I feel a little like the Oscars, I'm glad that I scripted a couple of things because I'm sure I would have totally forgotten what I was going to say. In particular, the presentation, this whole thing is meaningful, but in particular, the Witherspoon-Jackson presentation is meaningful because my daughter's godmother is from that neighborhood. Look, she's looking around. Kelly, wave, Kelly. So a lot of people ask me why did I finally throw my hat in the ring when this search had been going on for many, many months. And well, first, the encouragement of a couple friends who are actually in the room, who they know who they are. But also because when I looked at this organization, I saw such a powerful combination of a commitment to the arts and a commitment to the community. I've been involved in community development for the majority of my career. And I remember moving to the area in 1998. And I remember the old building. I remember the building before it was expanded. And I believe it was Ann who gave me a tour, Ann Reeves, the director. And if you guys don't know, I know there are a few new people in here. We actually have the founding director in the room. And I like to acknowledge her.
Very proud of you.
Thank you so much. And so this is an organization whose programs, exhibits, and classes and other public programming truly nourish the soul of the community. And at a time when funding for the arts is in question at every level, the mission of an organization like the Arts Council of Princeton has never been more important. I'm absolutely committed to building on the legacy of the people before me, Ann Reeves, Jeff Nathanson, and deepening the commitment to the neighborhood and the town and broadening what we do with partners throughout the community. You heard from some of them earlier, but we have many, many more partners. And I'm grateful to have had the opportunity, as I conclude my first 3 months, because I started here in January, to have met a number of them. You may not be aware that in addition to working in Princeton, we actually work in Pennington and Hopewell. We have partnerships with organizations in Ewing and Trenton, and that's what the Arts Council of Princeton is. It is a very significant regional arts organization, and I'm hoping to amplify all of the great work that is done here by the staff. And I just want to give a shout out. I think we acknowledged them earlier, but I want to just give an extra shout out to the incredible staff here for all of your hard work, particularly on this event, which I was like, just don't tell me anything that's going on related to this. But I just want to thank you. I know it's been said earlier, but I also want to thank the trustees and everybody on the host committee, and I want to thank the advisory board. You know, when I tell people about the process, and I hope Ted doesn't mind me talking about this, I met 22 people during my interview process. And it was 17 hours. Yes, I did start counting. 17 hours of interviews. But what it showed me was the absolute passion and commitment and it was everybody. It wasn't just board of trustees. There were representatives from the advisory board. There were representatives from partner organizations. There was representatives from community members, including the Witherspoon-Jackson neighborhood. And it showed me the absolute commitment to this organization by all of those people. And heck yeah, I wanted to get that job after the first 10 hours. I wanted to get that job. So thank you all. And so I have a couple of other things that I hope you don't mind that I use my time for commercials. There's some flyers out there if you know folks who want to participate in the spring break plant, but I'm looking for mine. Okay, so we offer 140 plus visual and performing arts classes each and every semester here at the Arts Council. And I have now added myself to the instructor list at the encouragement of the staff. I am going to be teaching developing a vision board, an exclusive artistic workshop where we make a vision board and have an artistic expression of your professional and personal goals. They're going to be offered during the daytime and during the evening, and it's really an opportunity, particularly for folks who haven't gotten on my calendar yet. It's a really great opportunity for us to spend 2.5 hours together, and all the proceeds from this actually go to our community outreach programs. So please, go online, artscounselorprinceton.org, look for this, and if you want to scroll through the other 140 classes that we're offering this semester and maybe sign up, I would appreciate that as well. We have another concert that's coming up, the Sonic Liberation, on April 4th, and my final event announcement, because Ted told me not to use up all my time with event announcements, but I want to encourage you guys to come back, particularly the ones who have never been here before, is the birthday party that we're doing for Paul Robeson with the Paul Robeson House on April 9th. It's going to be an incredible, incredible event, a celebration of a great man. One of the people in the community came up to me very animated and said, you know, there's a bust outside that talks about him as an artist, but he was much more than that. And so I'm hoping that people will come to this event on April 9th and get to learn a little bit more about the man. So, I know I went too many commercials, right, Ted? So, but I just want to, I think, let me just check my notes. If this was the Oscars, I would have been played off by now. Oh, and then exhibit that's outside. You probably, if you weren't noshing, you might have looked up on the wall. We have a great photo exhibit with the Friends of Princeton open space that's going on right now. So, gosh, thank you guys so much for coming out, for showing so much love. Thank you to everybody who stopped me with my kids, like in places like Nomad Pizza, making my kids think I'm a celebrity because they're going, you're the new executive director of the Arts Council at Princeton. Thank you all so much for the support of this organization, and thank you for coming out and to continuing to support the Arts Council.